Glad you made it back, everybody, to the Chris Salcedo Show. It's a bombshell email, and another one revealing the real reason Burisma was interested in Hunter Biden to begin with. The email was sent just a few months before Joe Biden's infamous 2015 trip to Ukraine, where he forced the country's president to fire its prosecutor by saying the country wouldn't get congressionally approved aid unless the prosecutor investigating Burisma was fired. In the email, a top Burisma executive emailed Hunter, reminding him of his, quote, ultimate purpose to shut down any investigation into Burisma's co-founder and then president. For more, let's bring in former New York City mayor and former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani. Mr. Mayor, it's fantastic to see you as always. The saying, does a ton of bricks have to fall on your head, comes to mind when noting how the FBI and the DOJ is just dragging their feet on all of this. In your legal opinion, sir, is this damning proof of the Biden's criminal influence peddling, selling American policy for foreign cash?
100%. It's a bribe. It's a straight out and out textbook bribery case, and it has been. This evidence was originally presented and available to the FBI in, I'd say, February 2019. There were 5 or 6 witnesses, documents that showed that Zlochevsky, the head of Burisma, hired Hunter Biden as a flow-through of money to Joe Biden so that Joe Biden would be able to get his company out of trouble, because the Ukrainian government was going to seize his company because his company was illegally formed. Zlochevsky built his company when he was a minister in the government, and he awarded himself all the best oil and gas contracts. He took them from other companies. Of course. And then he came out of government, and he was afraid they were going to seize it from him. In fact, they started seizing it. And when Obama made Biden the chief man in Ukraine, he went and bribed him, bought him, because everybody knew Joe was for sale.
It's amazing to me. You know, Mr. Mayor, something else has been bugging me. I'm going to talk to you about this. This assault on the continuing assault from the left on you, and it really does bug me. There have been calls, I can't believe this, to disbar you, and the crime they're saying that you committed was representing President Trump. You know, from grade school, I remember it is every American's right to have representation, but
not Donald Trump.
If this is the goal of if this is the goal of your attackers, I believe they should be the one losing their legal credentials if they're 100%. Saying that they want to, that it's a crime to defend another American citizen. What say you?
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, actually, they're doing it to deter people from representing not just Donald Trump, but the others who are involved with him, like his co-defendant in the case. It took him 6 weeks to get a lawyer because people are afraid to represent him or me or anyone associated with former President Trump, which is so un-American and completely inconsistent with our Constitution. But that's why they're going after me. They're going after me for a case that I argued for him, and nobody involved in the case complained about anything wrong. Usually it's the judge or your opponent who complains about you. This was a complaint put in by a Washington Politico, of course, in the most political bar association in the United States. These are the lawyers who make a fortune in the swamp, the D.C. lawyers. So, I mean, I basically expected exactly what they did, and don't expect anything much more from them. I mean, they're the very people who are the most worried that Donald Trump will be president again.
Mm-hmm. I concur, sir. And like I said, the very idea that they would try to criminalize the Constitution tells you everything about those who are attacking you. Oh. Mr. Mayor, I understand you are involved with something called Delta Rescue. What can you tell me about that?
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful invention of Leo Grillo. It's a gigantic, I'd call it a reserve that Leo has put together for abandoned dogs, cats, horses, and he literally builds homes for them in the desert. And I've been there. Actually, I did a podcast on it, which you can get on rudygiulianics.com. And there's one dog named Chaos who literally walked all the way across Afghanistan to get back to the soldier that had him during the Afghan war. So some of these dogs are real heroes that Leo has there. And he basically builds these homes for them. And it's a wonderful thing. I mean, because so many of these animals are just abandoned. And Leo started this 25 years ago, and now it's quite gigantic. He has about 1,500 dogs and cats, and it's something you have to see.
Wow.
You really have to see it.
Wow. Well, I got to tell you, I'm sure he's in need of help. 1,500 animals.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
impressive. Rudy Giuliani, Mr. Mayor, sir, thank you. I always appreciate the visit. Come back soon to the show.